Wow, we are so excited to be at our second Saba 60 Live. Hey, welcome all of you guys out there in the live stream. I know it is a fabulous time wherever you're at. You're having fun and excitement too. So you guys, you're going to hear a lot about exactly what the Saba 60 program is all about today. If you've heard a little bit today, you're going to be able to see that this is the best thing that's ever happened to you in your life. It's going to be a journey like no other. And the people that you're going to see today that are going to give their testimony, the products that you're going to see today, you're going to see that it has truly happened to many people to totally change their lives. Now, the products and the testimonies that you'll hear today have not been evaluated by FDA. It is not here to cure, to diagnose, or to treat any ailment that you may have. So with that said, I want to give just a great warm welcome to our host of our second Saba 60 Live, Miss Jessica Craig and Stephen Craig.
Thank y'all so much. And thank you guys so much for being here, all of you that are in the audience, and thanks for everybody who's watching at home. We're so excited that Saba chose Huntsville, Alabama to do a Saba 60 Live event. I feel like we've been waiting on this forever, and it's finally here. So this is my husband, Stephen. He is a huge part of my business and my rock. I just want to tell you guys a little bit about my Saba 60 story. I found Saba about 5 years ago. Believe it or not, I was 200 pounds. And so I'm down 65 pounds so far with Saba. I'm not really trying to lose any more though. So I started Saba 60 in January, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. It was not by choice. I kind of felt like I just needed to do it for my business. I felt like I was fine. I didn't need to lose any more weight, and I really wasn't super excited about starting it, and neither was he. So, but we talked about it, and we decided, okay, we can do this for 60 days. And even my friends who are sitting there in the back, I remember them saying, you cannot do this for 60 days. You cannot eat healthy for 60 days. Well, that was in January, whatever month this is right now, October. And we're still Saba 60 all the time. And my life, I know this is so cliche, but my life has changed so much. Not only with my original weight loss with Saba, my Saba business, my Saba family, but when I started Saba 60 and we learned how to grocery shop, we learned how to cook. We always made the same things over and over again, just crap, junk food. And now it's the best feeling in the world to be able to go into the grocery store, fill my cart. I said cart because I normally say buggy, but I didn't want y'all to make fun of me. But so I'm just going to switch it back. Buggy. I filled my buggy with all these healthy things. And so when I lay all that out on that conveyor belt thingy at the grocery store, I just feel so good that that's me, because that was not us before, if you knew us before. And so if you think you can't do this, I'm here to tell you right now you can. And it's worth it, and you will love it, and your life will change, and it will be the most amazing thing that you've ever done. I promise you. I promise you. So that's my story. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling. Shout out to Mike and Jen Hauser from Indiana who are watching live with us. Lisa Fenstenmaker from Pennsylvania. Hey, Lisa. And Rachel Brown from Kentucky. So thank you, guys. Now, I want to introduce to you guys Sierra Elledge. If you have anything to do with Saba, you know who she is, because she's amazing. She's a blessing for me. She's one of my very best friends, and I'm so super thankful for this girl. Y'all just don't even know. So Sierra's a rock star, and you're about to just fall out of your seat when she talks. So Sierra, if you will come on up.
So I was introduced to Saba by Jessica. It's been 6 months now, which is crazy to think. I feel like I've been doing this my entire life. And I was so excited to have structure in my life. I had tried diets and exercise and all of these things to lose weight after my daughter. And, Saba gave me the structure that I was looking for. So if you guys aren't familiar with what comes in a Saba 60 kit, you get this really cool little Saba 60 kit. It looks like this. And inside, you have some amazing products. So your Saba 60 kicks off with a 5-day cleanse. You use this product called Co-Cleanse at night, and you eat 5 meals a day. So most of you think the word cleanse, and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm going to starve to death. You don't feel that way with Saba. You eat until you're full. You eat healthy food, and you lose amazing weight during your 5-day cleanse. I personally lost 8 pounds in my first 5 days, which I don't think I've ever lost 8 pounds in my life, minus giving birth to a baby. And and you feel good. You cut out a lot of things in your diet that you shouldn't be using anyway. And you just take 2 of these pills at night. You follow the meal plan. It's super simple. It's laid out for you. It's things that you already probably have in your refrigerator. You don't have to go to this crazy grocery list to do the 5-day cleanse. It's easy to follow. If my husband can do it, anybody can do it, because you have to give up sweet tea, and we know here in the South that that's a problem. And then you get this amazing pamphlet. So this is your Saba Bible, and you take it with you everywhere. Mine is in my purse. It gives you your 5-day cleanse plan. It gives you your Top Fast Meal Trade program, which is what you swap to for the 55 days following your cleanse. The Top Fast Meal Trade program is your meal plan, and then you also take the best and most amazing thing you'll ever put in your body, which is Saba HG2. We all know everyone loves Saba HG2, right? The benefits of Saba HG2 are amazing appetite control, which helps you make healthier food choices. You feel full faster. You're less likely to snack on things that you shouldn't. It gives you great all-day energy. So you feel good all day. You're more likely to, go out and exercise. You feel awesome. And then it gives you mood enhancers, which, we all need those, especially after we just came off a 5-day cleanse where you had to give up caffeine, right? So you take Saba HG2, and then you trade 1 meal a day for Top Fast. So Top Fast is a meal replacement shake that most of you guys got to sample when you first came in. So who liked it? Right? So you trade 1 meal a day for that. You eat 5 other meals. So you eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and 3 snacks. And this is just one of your meals. So you eat. We all like to eat. This is a food plan. You're not going to starve, and you're going to lose weight. And it's simple, and it's so easy. And the food is so easy to make. And that's it. It's that simple. We don't tell you you've got to go run 5 miles every single day. We don't tell you anything else. You follow the plan, you lose weight. That's it. So I wanted to shout out real quick. Carmen Harrow from California is watching with us at home, and also Vicki Travis. So thank you guys so much for joining us at home. We really appreciate it.
Okay, so Sierra did an awesome job explaining Saba 60 kit and what all comes with it. Now I want you guys to be able to hear from a couple people who have actually completed their program, and I want you to hear what Saba's done for them, because I think if you know me, you know what Saba's done for me, but to be able to hear it from other people is amazing. So real quick, shout out to Clint and Cheryl Grimes from California who are watching live, Melissa Smith from Georgia, and Kathleen Parker from Oklahoma. So thank you guys so much for being with us today. Even if you can't be here, this is the coolest thing ever. We've got people watching from all over the United States, so that's why I'm so nervous. Because I can talk in front of y'all, but I don't even know who all's watching. So anyway, our first one that I would like to introduce is one of my great friends. She has seen my Saba transformation. She has talked to me about it for months and months and months, and I finally got her on board. So Amanda, this is Amanda Himes from Tennessee. She traveled to be here with us today, so give us your spiel.
Okay, thank you, Jessica, for asking me to share my story. whenever she asked me to share my story, I started looking back at how in the world I got to the point that I had gotten to, anyways. And it took me back to my high school years when I was actually very athletic and I was healthy and fit. And then I graduated, I became a mother, I became a wife, and got very comfortable in the lifestyle that we were living. And my children, I have two girls, and they both are very athletic also. And my time is pretty much spent at the ball fields. So, with that being said, I teach, and so I worked a full-time job, didn't have time to come home and cook supper and then get to the ball fields or the volleyball game or wherever it was that we had to be. And my life consisted of fast food and always just eating on the go. We lived that very healthy lifestyle, or that very unhealthy lifestyle of eating on the go fast food. My husband worked out of town. He took a job and he was gone all week. And so with him being gone, always being on the go, it was just easier for us to grab food and head out to the ball fields. I knew that I was getting a little out of control. So over a year ago, I had actually messaged Jessica and asked her for some information about the products. And she shared with me what she had to offer. And I actually took a different route at that time. And what I decided to do at that time did not work for me. I was very unsuccessful with it. I think my grandmother actually started feeling sorry for me, who lives right next door, and she actually invited me up to eat dinner at her house. And so I became very just discouraged, disappointed whenever what I tried didn't work, and just continued with the lifestyle that I was living, with always being on the go, eating fast food, and just very unhealthy. It eventually caught up to me. And over the summer, I took a family photo with my husband and kids, and we looked at that photo and I thought, holy cow, what has happened? I knew at that very moment that I had to do something. I was letting my children see, an unhealthy lifestyle that I didn't want them growing up to live. And I immediately messaged Jessica, and July 21st, I started Saba 60. And I'm proud to say that through the 60-day program, I lost 33 pounds. My husband has lost almost 40 pounds. We are still going strong, and I'm very, very proud of the success that I had with this program, but am by far not finished. I have a long ways to go. And so I know that with this program, I can do everything that I want to do. So thank you very much, Jessica.
Oh my goodness, that was amazing. Really? I almost cried. Crystal Kapla is watching from Arizona, and Roxy Demler and Michelle Smith. So thank you guys for watching. My next testimony is from, I guess, what I like to call my quiet mouse. Morgan Moore is her name. She purchased Saba 60 for me, and honestly, I think I heard from her maybe 2 times during her 60 days. Like, I forgot she was even doing it. And then at the end, all of a sudden, she had this amazing story. She posted this before and after picture, and we're all like, oh my gosh, Morgan, like, you rocked it. Well, then she switched over to an associate, and since then, she's had, over the top success with Saba. Not only has the program changed her life, and she's going to talk to y'all about that, but I'm just so proud of her. Just to have her on my team, because she's killing it. So anyway, Morgan Moore, if you'll come up and tell us about your Saba story.
Hey y'all, I'm Morgan. My Saba 60 story started in July 13th to be exact. And after messaging Jessica over and over and over again, I just finally committed to it after I had my second baby in April. And just like she said before me, family pictures, coming home, the joys of a new baby, all that, taking family pictures and looking back on it made me realize how much I had gotten out of control. Yes, you gain weight when you are pregnant, when you have a baby, but 6 months later down the road, it wasn't that pretty on me anymore. It wasn't cute little baby fat. I started in July. And the program was so easy. When I first got the kit, my husband was like, there's no way we can do this. No way at all. But we went to the grocery store, just like Jessica said, we filled our buggy up with all these healthy items and everything. And we got home and we just started on it. I meal prepped. I did everything. I followed it exactly. And I'm proud to say to this day, I've lost 23 pounds and I'm still going strong. I don't know what pant size I started in, because I was still wearing my maternity clothes way after I had a baby. I was still wearing them. And to this day, I'm in a size 12, 14. It kind of depends on what the clothes are, but it's so much better than wearing maternity clothes out of the house months after having a baby. So the Saba lifestyle has completely changed me. My kids are seeing healthy eating. I am able to show them how to fuel your body correctly. I have a 6-month-old and I have a 4-year-old. And my 4-year-old is going towards the apples, going towards the carrots, going towards the hummus. He loves the hummus, which I never thought he would be able to do. Everything that we are eating, he is picking up those healthy habits. And my 6-month-old, even though she's not anywhere close to starting food yet, she will be able to pick up those healthy habits from her brother, seeing her brother do it and seeing her parents do it. And I'm more active with my kids. I'm not just sitting on the sidelines watching them play. I'm actively engaging with them, actively doing stuff with them. We just got back from the beach last night, very late last night, and we played all day long on the beach. There was no hiding, there was no covering up, there was no being ashamed of who I was. It was playing with my kids and enjoying their life, enjoying my life with them, me and my husband. So I'm so not where I want to be yet, but with Saba 60 and the Saba journey, I'm so much closer than I was yesterday. And I will get there soon, and you'll see my success story again, over and over again. Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan. Hey, we want to give a huge shout out to Colleen Wilson and her team that's out in the field just listening and being a part of the team. Also, Melissa and Mandy Mitchell, we know you're out there watching too, so we want to say thank you so much for supporting us. You guys, Saba 60 is so much more than just an eating plan. It's so much more than just a program that's got supplements and, because there's many of programs out there that has that. But what Saba 60 gives you is a support team. It's such a tremendous support system. Our Saba 60 Facebook page that you will become a member of, that program alone is worth any amount of money that you will pay for the Saba 60 program. Because when you're down, we're right there to pick you up. When you're confused, we're right there to make sure that you know how to get through your next meal. When you've fallen off and you've done something and you've eaten something that you knew you shouldn't have eaten, we're right there to tell you it's the next meal. Just keep going. You can do this. And believe it or not, that's the #1 reason why people stop any other diet program that's out there. It's because they reach a point where they say, I just can't do this. And there's no one there to say, yes, you can. Get back on the program, do it. If someone tells me right now they've plateaued, the first thing I ask them is, do you know how to get back on the plan? And their answer to me is yes. If you know what to do, that means you've learned how to eat a healthy lifestyle. It means that you know exactly how it is to live Saba 365. And every single one of you that has not joined us, by the time you hit 60 days, you'll be a coach to someone else on how to teach them to go through the next 60 days of their life, which will be a journey that they'll never look back on and be regretful or ask that they had never done it. Because if you ever get to the end of the 60 days, it'll be something that will change your life forever. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to show you how easy it is, how easy it is to eat on the Saba 60 meal plan, how simple it is to prep your food, how simple it is to make things that you can eat at home on a daily basis. And to do that, I'm going to introduce again, Platinum Director. Oh, I've already admitted it. She's going Executive Platinum. She's the next one on my wall. Miss Platinum Director, Miss Jessica Craig, and Bronze Director, Miss Ashley Bess.
And yes, I will be Executive Platinum very soon. So write that down. Okay, so what we're going to do is show you how to make a couple things today. I could talk about the meal plan forever and ever and ever, but we don't have that much time. And real quick, what Tiffany said, y'all, if you're on Saba 60, you already know what I'm talking about, but the Facebook page is unbelievable. I'm the most uncreative person in the entire world, and people are always telling me, oh, you need to make a cookbook, because I'm always posting my meals. I didn't make this stuff up, y'all. I got it off the Saba 60 Facebook page because there are some unreal people out there who can come up with some awesome stuff. So what you're seeing today is also something that I did not come up with, but they're great treats, so I want to show y'all. Ashley, if you will hold the mic for me and say something too, so I'm not the only one talking.
Something too. No, but seriously, guys, and the way that we cook with Saba 60, it makes it everyone in your family can eat like this. It's not just something that you're supposed to eat by yourself and then your children have to eat something else and your husband eats something different. We incorporate it for the whole family. My husband personally eats no vegetables. Do you know now he eats vegetables? He never would have done that before. So we just make it fun for everybody. We make it something that everyone can do. It's duplicatable, it's simple, and it's easy. So Jess is going to show you kind of how she makes this little treat right here. Okay,
so this doesn't have a super fancy name, so we're just going to call it tuna on cucumbers.
I think that's super fancy.
But you start by slicing up your cucumbers. Super easy. And then I've got tuna. There you go. This is roasted red pepper hummus. Super awesome. And then this is the two mixed, tuna and roasted red pepper hummus. Now you can use any kind of tuna, any kind of hummus. There's a bazillion different flavors of hummus. This is just what I grabbed today at the grocery store. But if you have not tried this, y'all, it is so good. Like, you've got to try it. This is a great lunch. It's a great snack. It's a great appetizer if you're going to like a football tailgating party. We go to football parties every single weekend, and you know what people always bring: the cheese dip, the sausage balls, the hot wings, that kind of thing. So I'm constantly looking for something that I can bring that is on my Saba 60 plan that I can share with other people too. And these are great for everybody. So I'm just going to show you really quick how simple it is. It literally takes 2 seconds. I already had this mixed up, the tuna and the hummus, and then you just put it on there. Whoops, spilled some on the table. And there you go. And you eat them up. Obviously, you keep them refrigerated, so these have been sitting out for a while, so I won't eat those. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to show you is this is a side dish. You can cook any kind of meat. The best part on Saba 60 is we eat, y'all. If you are not doing Saba 60 and you are nervous about what you're going to eat, I'm here to tell you that you get to eat some awesome food. We have steak, chicken, fish, any kind of meat that you want. So this is great to go with any meat or basically any meal. So what I've got here is red, yellow, and orange bell peppers. You can use any bell peppers. I just like the pretty ones. Squash and onions. So I like to add some salt-free seasonings. There's a ton to choose from. This is the extra spicy one. Just make sure it's salt-free. And pepper, because I obviously like spicy stuff. So you're just going to put a little bit of each on your veggies, as much as you like, and then kind of toss them around a little bit. And this can be, seriously, this is going to be done in like 10 minutes, prep and everything. So you just throw it on your aluminum foil. This mic is weird in my face. And make a little pouch. Just roll it up. And then you're going to throw it on your indoor grill. Or if you're Tim, you'll cook it on your outdoor grill because he literally grills everything, like everything. Anyway, so you just put that on there for like 10 minutes and then take it off, and you've got, I don't know if you guys can see this on the camera, but you've got cooked veggies in like 10 minutes. And these are so good, so stinking good. So things that you never ever thought you would like, you're going to love. So I'm here to tell you that. Okay, Laura Davis, Melody Bobo, and Pam Kabaki are watching. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to our live stream. That's it. That's it for the cooking segment, except for the top fast, which I didn't have out here. So somebody's going to bring me that really quick.
And something else, guys, we want you to know that you don't have to be Paula Deen to make these recipes. They're legit so easy and simple. And you can go to any restaurant and find something that's Saba 60 approved. You just have to decide that that's the lifestyle that you want, and you have to actually look for that. But you can do it. I do it all the time. We go out to eat. If I go to McDonald's, I can get a salad, with chicken in it. You don't have to get a cheeseburger. So we just want you to know you can do this all the time. So tell about this. Okay, these are our top fast shakes. So Sierra kind of mentioned this earlier. It comes in chocolate and vanilla. It's super good. We have different recipes for this, but our favorite is just going to be the unsweetened almond vanilla milk. And you just take 8 ounces of it and mix it with 1 scoop. Shake it up. I personally take it for breakfast in the morning on the go. You can add ice to it if you want to and make it a little thicker. But I mean, this is how simple it is. Drink it, you're done. I mean, that's that easy.
And it's a whole meal. And I just want to say, if you haven't tried Top Fast, it's good. I hate a lot of shakes that I've tried out there, and these are very smooth. They're not chalky, and they really fill you up. It's weird. Like I always thought I needed a cheeseburger, but I just needed a Top Fast shake.
We want to give a couple more shout outs. We've got Tracy Phillips from Michigan and Lori Finn. Thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate you.
Yay. Okay. Sorry, you can't hear me. Now I guess Tiffany's coming back up. So
Well, you've heard it. You know exactly what it is to live the Saba 60 lifestyle. It's easy, it's simple, and most importantly, it's duplicatable. You can train people over and over and over, from your 2-year-old to your 87-year-old or even a 103-year-old. They can start living the Saba lifestyle right away. Now, what we really want to make sure that you understand is this also as a business. Because once you start seeing the Saba 60 lifestyle, you will want to share this. And what better way to share it than to get paid for it? And someone that's here to show us that is our president and CEO, Mr. Gary Hale.
All right. All right. Thanks, everybody. And by the way, for all of you, I saw Connie Moss and her group just sent me a message, getting hundreds of messages from people watching across the country. But just so you'll know, I was counting in the back of the room here, and there are well over 100 people in this room in Huntsville, Alabama. So what we're going to do, Tiffany, when I wrap up the broadcast, at the very end, we're going to turn the camera around and let everybody see all the people and give everybody a chance here to wave and say hello and cheer for everybody across the country and literally across the world. I understand we got some viewers even in Norway this afternoon, so appreciate that. What I want to do is bring up a couple of people, one that you've already heard from, and another we're going to introduce for the first time, to really share a little bit about their story, the success they've had with Saba 60, and at the same time, the success that they're having with their business. So I want to bring up first, you've already met her, Sierra Elledge, new Silver Director. And also a gentleman who was one of our $2,500 winners. Am I right about that? First place winners in Saba 60. And by the way, we're looking and judging the next round of people right now that are getting ready to announce in Owensboro, Kentucky, our next 3 winners. But one of our grand prize winners from right here in Alabama, Pastor Tim Verheyen. Come on up, Tim. Also want to, before we get started here, also want to say hello to Danielle and Aaron Hedges watching, Kathy Ream, Brooke Ashlock, literally people across the country joining us here on the live stream. So let me start with you, Sierra. And we heard a little bit about the Saba 60 program that you presented so well for us. But tell your story a little bit. Talk about your results of the program. What attracted you to it? Exactly why you got involved, and then what's happened since that time.
So a lot of you guys were probably introduced to Saba 60 on Facebook, because we all know social media is everything nowadays. Jessica has been my Facebook friend for a few years, and I always saw her posts about Saba and her posts about HG2 and her posts about Saba 60. And, you know, I wasn't quite drinking the Kool-Aid at first. You know, I just wanted to try some products, and I had some amazing results taking just the products for a month, and decided that I really wanted to go for it, and I really wanted to do Saba 60. So I enrolled in Saba 60. My first day was May 11th, which was really exciting and like stood out in my mind. Me and my husband both did it. I lost 21 pounds in 60 days, which was amazing. And I'm now at my 49-pound mark.
Wow,
since
give
then.
her a hand.
I wanted that 1 pound, y'all. So since being introduced to Saba, I've lost 49 pounds. He lost 25 pounds on his 60 days. And we have continued since then. You know, we go out to eat and we choose the healthy option on the plan, and we choose water and we don't choose soda. And it's just been the most amazing journey for me. Not only that, I was able to share it with my friends and family. So I think that was the other thing that was so amazing was my first Saba 60 party. For you guys who have been to Saba 60 parties, it was probably like 6 people in my house. It was not big at all. And 4 of my friends signed up to do it with me. So that was amazing. I earned my kit for free at my first Saba 60 party. My Saba 60 kit was paid for just by having a party, which was great. I was able to do that, and it turned into the most amazing business. I am floored every single day that I'm on this journey. So
Well, and we'll come back to the business in a minute, but let's talk to Tim for a minute and get the amazing story of what's happened with Tim Verine and Saba 60. Tim.
Well, I like Sierra, I saw stuff on Facebook from Jessica, and I tried the products, the capsules, the regular Ace. I tried the Trim Pro. I tried other stuff, and it didn't work. I just got to be straight up. It didn't work. But it wasn't the product's fault. It was my fault because I was still wanting to eat the same junk and take a miracle pill. And Saba is not that. Saba is a program that'll help you change your lifestyle. You know, I mean, we're, as you know, Brother Gary, Gary's already told you I'm a pastor. So everybody's brother and sister.
That's all right. You can call me Brother Gary. That's all right.
Brother Gary's already told you I'm a pastor, and I help people make better choices. And you know, obviously, the most important decision we can make is to have Jesus Christ in our life. But then we've got to take this body that He's given us and do something with it to glorify Him as well. That's what we're here for. And I couldn't stand beside and in front of my congregation with the way I was and say, hey, I'm doing my best to glorify God. So I finally got tired of where I was. I got tired of being out of breath tying my shoe. And I messaged Jessica one day and I said, hey, does this thing come with a meal plan? Because I've got to have some instructions. I'm a guy. I have to have this laid out before me. She said, yes, it has a meal plan. I said, okay, I cannot afford it, but I will sign up. So I came up with $120 and I signed up. And I don't know why. My only regret is I didn't do it sooner. That's the only regret that I have. It's changed my life so much. I lost 18 pounds in the first 5 days. I looked at my wife then. I'm like, look, there's a contest where I can win some money. So I need to make sure I start keeping up with this. And I did stupid stuff and derailed myself because I decided I'd have a cheat day. And I learned real quickly that when you have a cheat day, you're only cheating yourself. So I don't know how much I could have lost had I not done that. But in the 60 days, I lost 60 pounds. And I did win the $2,500. That became such a reality to me about halfway through that I could win that. And now to date, my goal originally was to lose about 100 pounds in a year. That was where I wanted to be. Then I saw how easy it was. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I started at 357. I want to weigh 245 by December 9th because that's my 20th wedding anniversary. And I want to be that man that my wife married again. I want to be back to where I was. So I'm like, I want to be at 245 by December the 9th. I am not going to be at 245 on December the 9th because as of Wednesday, I'm at 244. So that's 113 pounds for me. And yesterday was my 180th day in. So, yeah. It's amazing. You can afford it. You can't afford not to do it.
Well, Tim, congratulations, first of all, real inspiration to all of us. And I've not told you this, but I was here in Huntsville a couple of weeks ago, and you shared something And really, I just kind of overheard you talking to a group of people where we were getting some product ready that was being sold off to the side in a little room. And you said, I really wanted to lose, 25 more, but then I decided I wanted to lose 15 maybe. But then you stopped and you said, but the important thing is, or the cool thing is that I have control over that now, whether it's you want to lose 15, whether it's you want to lose 25, that you feel comfortable. And I have to tell you, at that moment, I sat there and I said, that's what I want. That's what all of us want, is to have that control over our life. So I commend you for that. And that certainly is inspiring me. And I certainly appreciate it very much. Thank you, Sierra. Let's talk a little bit about, obviously, with your transformation and the business that is growing. At what point did you decide this is something that I want to do? And obviously you share it with your family and friends, but when did you decide this was something that you wanted to do as a business, and kind of share with everybody what's happened since that time?
I think the moment that I decided was after I had lost a little bit of the weight, and I realized that it wasn't about losing weight anymore. It was about being a better person and feeling good about myself and being happy with the person that I looked when I saw that I looked in the mirror. I worked in the fashion industry before, and if you're not a size 2, it's not okay. So I think that was the hardest part for me, was going to work every single day and not even being able to wear the clothes that I was trying to sell. I was a size 12 or 14, and that wasn't acceptable, and it makes you feel about 2 inches tall. So I think that was the best part for me, was feeling better about myself and loving myself again. And I wanted other people to feel like that. I have friends and family members who were in the same boat as me, who didn't love themselves anymore. It was obvious, and I wanted them to feel like I did. So that was really what got me into the business. It wasn't to make money. I can say that the money is amazing, and that's great. And I was actually just able to quit my full-time job after only working for Saba for 5 months.
Wow.
Yeah, right. But about that, it was that I got to see my friends and family make amazing transformations and feel good about themselves again and love themselves again and be proud of something. Saba 60 and your weight loss is something to be proud of. And I was so proud of myself. Since then, I kind of had that aha moment about 15 pounds lost when I was able to, button a size 10 again. And, I was like, this is amazing. Like, I'm so excited. And everybody knows I share everything on Facebook. So if I lose another pant size, you just find me on Facebook, and I promise you I'll post a picture of it. But I just wanted other people to feel like that. I wanted them to see that, and it grew. I think the first time I posted that I lost 8 pounds on a 5-day cleanse, I think I had something like 87 messages on my Facebook, because everybody's like, you lost 8 pounds in 5 days and you ate food and you didn't starve yourself to death. And I signed them up. I was like, left and right, I was like, I'm not going to tell you about HG2. Like, HG2 is awesome, but I'm going to tell you about Saba 60. Because, you can take the products, then you can have a few results, but Saba 60 will absolutely change your life. And then it's just teaching other people to do the same thing. So, I brought people on as my associates, and I said, you do Saba 60 first, and then you tell everyone you know and everyone you meet about the transformation that you can make, and they're going to want to do it with you. So I think that was the easiest part for me. Was I did it, I showed other people how to do it, and they showed other people how to do it, and just being duplicatable has turned into an amazing business.
Well, you mentioned the Saba 60 parties that you hold, and I know one of the things that you taught people was if they go and get their 3, that they're going to get their product for free. Hey, we want to say, before we talk about that, Deb Elwell, Terry McClellan, this is amazing. Delois Moss, Nicole Rodriguez, Melissa Rogers, Nicole Dvorak, all watching. Thank you so much, all across the country. But talk a little bit, you mentioned that, where that's kind of really where it started. How have you duplicated that or carried that on with your Saba 60 parties?
Yeah, I started at a Saba 60 party. I hosted one for Jessica when Saba 60 parties was first a thing. I think I was one of the first Saba 60 parties that we probably ever held. And I had 4 enrollments, and that paid for my kit. And made me a little extra money, which was really exciting. And I saw how well that model worked because people got to see the program in action. It's one thing for me to message you or call you and tell you about the program, but for you to see the products, taste the products, try the products, see my transformation, see the friends' transformations that I shared. That was what made the difference. And so after that, and I had those enrollments at my party, I was like, oh, well, I'm going to do this party thing all of the time because it's so successful. I probably have at least 3 to 4 a month, and I've had them anywhere from 4 people in my living room to having what do we have 52 people at at my Saba 60 party a couple of weeks ago, where we actually had 39 people commit to changing their lives with Saba 60 at the party, which was incredible. And that's what I teach my associates too, is, this is easy. We just need to get these people there. And once they see the product and they see the program in action, they're gonna sign up. I don't have people who come to Saba 60 parties and don't sign up because it's infectious and they get to see it in person and the energy and see how passionate I am about the products. So that's where it's at. I think that if you hold a Saba party, you are going to have people who are going to sign up to do it with you. And why wouldn't you want to have your friends do it with you? You have a support group and you have the Facebook page and, you have your enroller, but why wouldn't you want your husband or your mom or your best friend to be on the program with you? You want them to be healthy with you. So that's the first thing you should do, is host a party with everybody you know. And I promise you, they'll sign up.
Well, and speaking of the excitement and how infectious it is and what's happening here and across the country with Saba 60 is we talked about 100 people being in the room today, but the thing that I haven't announced yet is that this group in this room right here, and some of them came from Kentucky and Georgia and other areas, so it's not all Alabama, but primarily in this area right here, between the pre-sales prior to this event and today, you are up to about 120 new Saba 60 people today. That's one day. Tim, first of all, how's it feel sitting by a poster of yourself is what I'm
on a poster, y'all.
Well, let's talk about, obviously we mentioned you're a pastor. And so some people might say, well, he's the head of the congregation, has influence over all these people. But I know as a pastor, you can't come across as like you're trying to sell something, but yet people have seen the difference in you. And tell us how your business has taken off since that time and what you're seeing. Even your own brother, I understand.
Yeah, actually, my brother and my sister. And between the 3 of us, we've lost around 200 pounds now. So that's really cool. So Jason and Sis, they're knocking it out too. But yeah, as a pastor, I had a lady come to me a couple of weeks ago who was on vacation, or she was gone for a couple of weeks. And she came to me, she said, until you started talking, I thought we had a guest preacher today. And so she didn't even recognize me after being gone just a couple of weeks. And yes, several people in my congregation have signed up on the Saba 60 program just by seeing my week-to-week transformation. And it's not something that has been done, I'm obviously not advertising it from the pulpit, nor I won't even talk to them during church time about it. I'm like, yeah, you call me later and we'll talk.
Right.
But they are signing up. They are seeing the transformation, and they're changing their lives. And I mean, it's just really awesome that I get to be a part of that. They're changing, helping them with their spiritual life, with their physical life. And it's a really cool thing. But the one thing, I'm Baptist. So one thing we have once a month is a fellowship. So during that fellowship, we have the best desserts and the best food ever. Saba 60 gives me the willpower to walk by it and say, no, Miss Kay, I'm sorry, I can't have any of your banana pudding. So, that's something else that it does. And I just want to throw this in at the end and tell everybody out there in the world that if Jessica Craig and Sierra is not in your upline, my upline is better than yours.
Well, Tim, Sierra, great examples of not only living and not just Saba 60, but as Tiffany mentioned earlier, the Saba 365 lifestyle. After that, 60 days has passed. They've learned how to eat right and be able to continue that program and even lose weight from that point on and just really change your life. I think we got a couple of other people that are watching. Thelma Miller down in Georgia. Thank you, Thelma. Aaron Braben in Ohio. Thanks for joining us. People literally from coast to coast on this broadcast. You know what I'd like to do is Sierra, Tim, if you'll stand up and give them another hand, if you would. Jessica and Ashley and Tiffany, come on up. I just, as a whole group, rather than me just personally close this out, I just wanted to send a special invitation to everybody out there that's watching, whether it's here in this room and you're a guest or whether you're on the live stream around the world. I just wanted to give you a special invitation to make a decision today. Get with the person that asked you to watch this broadcast and join a group of people that are committed to changing not only their own life, but other people's lives. So here is our invitation for you to join us at Saba 60. Let's hear it. Tiffany, let's turn that camera on and let these people see everybody out there. So everybody stand up and cheer. We're going to let everybody watching see how big of a group we've got here. Just go ahead. Yeah, there you go. All right, everybody, let's hear it. Give them a hit. Give them an applause. Thanks, everybody, for joining us from Huntsville, Alabama, and we'll be announcing soon our next Saba 60 Live. And, of course, you'll get to hear Jessica and Tim and Sierra in Owensboro, Kentucky at our Saba Growth Rally coming up October the 24th, just a couple weeks away. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day, and get back with that person that invited you and join all of us for Saba 60.